Y'all the
you
kids
know,
y'all in a minute. Is a repeat,
yeah,
repeat, repeat.
because I'm gonna have to do something.
From one place, one channel to the next, the same,
I have
and it's
to
bringing it from one to the other.
pollinate
I, word for word, verbatim.
Hey, Demu.
Hey, D Moo, how you
Hey,
doing?
Demo. Uh-oh.
Hi,
Hold
Demo.
on. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
You
Hold
messed
on.
up, girl.
Yeah, I
Remember.
did. I
I know what you
did.
didn't do.
Yeah, I
Did that
did.
food get that good to you? Hey,
My
Teresa,
apologies.
is that the
Girl, let me tell
twin
you
with?
what I did. I did some chicken wings,
Mm.
and I watched that video cooking with Pam. She made
Oh,
a video of having that crispy chicken in the air fryer,
oh
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
she took some lemon pepper and put it on there, and
Ooh,
then she let it cook for like 16 minutes,
Mm.
8 minutes on each side, and then she took it out and put some more lemon pepper on there and with some butter, and she put it back in there for 4 more minutes. Let me tell you
wow.
what I did.
What you do?
I did almost the same thing, but instead of using butter, I used that honey with that garlic honey that I made.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that sounds good.
It was, oh my word, oh my
God's
word,
eyes, and
and
she saw that. She said she cooked chicken wings today, and she said she saw it. She saw it.
it was good.
Uh-huh.
But
So,
yeah, I'm over here doing the. I need to drop videos because I just really don't. I'm not into dropping videos no more.
just
it's
do
just
you. Just do you.
not
It's
me.
not mandatory. Nobody paying you to
Um,
drop them.
I like lives, so here we go.
Right.
Well, I just finished it before you came on. I just finished it. I made this shake that Swoop made.
Mm.
I'm telling you, I'm doing this. You two see, you two do. Look,
Dang,
she
I should have
made
worn my
a
shirt.
shake with bananas,
You made a shirt.
oatmeal, vanilla extract, and applesauce
Oh, it sounds good.
and coconut milk.
Mm,
Oh,
It was delicious.
delish. Oh my
I
goodness.
just sat here and drank the whole thing. Look, I was late. I was late coming on because I was into the shake. And
It's okay.
look, Felicia texted me talking about, are you
I'm like, she bet to be going. She bet to be going live tonight. After I went through all the trouble to be here.
Because I know I got FR her. I kept saying, where's Sifton at? Where's Sifton? So FR came up. I said, let me
look,
hurry. Because
I'm
you know,
over trying to win prizes over at
see,
Mindful Crochet. I'm
see.
over there trying to win because you got to be there to win, right?
who was
Mm-hmm.
And I
that?
wasn't paying attention to the time. I had my head
You
down.
over there gambling.
I could not find it. I
What?
was trying. I knew it was somebody we were
Banana
supposed to
bread,
went to.
My mindfully
Ooh,
made my wife
Ooh, that
Demo.
sounds
ready to
good.
run right now. Ooh, ice cream.
That sounds
Yeah,
delicious. Oh, she's
that
blessed.
sounds
She's so blessed.
real good.
Banana
Mm.
bread and rum raisin ice cream. You cranked out some
Banana,
homemade
Did I
ice cream?
remove
Really?
any?
Ooh.
banana bread.
Mm.
I want to get an ice cream maker, but I don't need ice cream. So
I
yeah,
bought
that
one from
part.
Walmart. I've been wanting one. I just went in there one day and bought one. It's still sitting there on the sofa in the box. But I'm gonna do
Banana
something.
bread and rum raisin. That sounds interesting.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Serena, I need you to do you some research because you keep asking all these questions of things that you should know. You said you was a master gardener at one time. I could have sworn you said. So I need you to do your research and you come tell me what you done in your garden. I can't tell you
Exactly.
what to do in your garden.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Muy bien. Gracias. Mhm.
Okay. Now back to what we was talking about, ladies. What were we talking about? We was not talking about that at this point.
That ice
Some of the
cream.
ice
We
cream.
was talking about ice cream. We was talking about food.
As
said it was
normal,
D Move said yes, it was
About
delicious.
food. Tell
as
everybody I'm
normal,
hungry
we
and
were
ready to
talking about food.
Food. Oh yeah, well since we talking about food, Mom, you know y'all was a little
Well,
late because I had to get
since I'm not harvesting too much, I just been drying everything I could dry
Oh
up.
wow, what?
I
He
to make
dried
said
the
up
he's
noise. Mm.
you
a
got
lot of
it.
lemongrass.
That sounds so good.
Oh, who that?
I'm looking at this rum raisin. This raisin has been in Jamaican
You
rum
know,
for
let
10
it sit
months.
for 10 months and some rum.
Thank you,
What?
Teresa.
Hey,
Thank you.
Lydia.
Be blessed now, and thank you so much for coming.
Good
Hey
night,
Lydia,
Teresa.
Good night,
good to see
Teresa.
you.
Wait a minute. Is that Teresa from Canada?
Good night, Teresa.
Hi, Bud Falls.
Hey, Bud Files.
Hey, Bud, how you doing? He said, "Hello,
Hey, Bud
people.
Files.
Hello, peoples."
Uh-oh.
I did buttermilk cornbread after I spoke with you. I did the red beans. Got them cooked down with some garden seasoning. And
Mmm.
got some roasted chicken in there, but I didn't do that.
Mm.
But the red beans was talking, honey. You know how you walk in your grandma's house and you smell them beans. You know the beans was on the stove cooking, and you got the cornbread.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the old days.
Okay, Teresa from Tennessee. Okay. Southwest
Southwest Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. I love Tennessee.
He moves and his wifey is loving it.
I
Oh
don't like
yeah.
the mountains.
I'll be loving it too.
Hey, Yarn Works by Lydia. Thank you for coming,
But
sweetheart.
don't the heat burn off the alcohol?
Yeah, it does.
They've
It
been
will burn out
soaking that
alcohol.
long.
It won't. No. They've been soaking. No, it's soaked in. You're gonna get some alcohol taste, but it won't
Yeah.
be as potent.
Oh, because they was soaking in the alcohol for 10 months, he said.
Yeah.
But
So,
that was rum raisin ice cream.
Oh, no heat. Oh, so we got the full effect.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, yeah.
Weather in
That's
Nebraska
strong.
City, conditions are clear with a temperature of 80, and the wind
Hampton
is
cornbread
blowing
is my
from
favorite. Sinead, that's what
south-southwest
you
at
say.
8 miles
Yeah,
per
girl.
hour, and the current humidity is 67%. Cabbage
Oh, I'm not
and
live. I'm
cornbread
sorry.
is my
Thank you,
favorite.
Jane Doe.
You
They
know,
may cut
No,
me
you're
out
not.
for a minute.
cornbread is mine.
At least you're gonna have to show me how to do this because I tell you every time I do it, they cut me out.
What's that?
Yes, full effect.
When I try to go live on my channel,
You need to do what?
whenever I
Oh, you
try
on the
to,
computer?
yeah, it's doing it right today. It's acting right. Sometimes it doesn't act right, and it knocks me off the live. Let's see here.
That's probably the internet and not your laptop.
Yeah, I was thinking it was probably, but it didn't do that today. It did good today.
Oh,
It
you're
makes,
up now.
yeah,
Yes,
it
she
makes me
is.
jump through hoops and stuff.
Hi,
And
girl, Dad.
Hey,
hey,
girl,
girl,
dad.
Dad, how you doing? Thanks for coming.
Hey, girl,
Wife,
dad.
wifey made a Jamaican
Ooh,
carrot cake, delicious.
D-Move.
Oh my goodness, you need to stop. This is funny.
Okay. Yeah.
D-Move, check your email. Check your email.
I
Well,
want to know
That
about.
I'm
work.
done. I'm done eating for the night. I can't eat nothing.
I'm
Uh-oh.
done too. That's why
Yeah,
I did my shake. So, cause I'm good and full right now.
yeah,
So
that
when I get
shake
off
really
here, I
gets
know
you
all
in.
I want to do is go to sleep. I'm not gonna want to
Hey,
eat nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
You need to start putting some, what is that stuff? Um, chia seeds in your shakes.
who? Oh, chia
Chia.
seeds. They make you full.
What
Well, they're supposed to be good for you.
I can't remember
you
who that
doing?
was. It Mike that
Hey,
said add
Papa.
Just
chia
coming through to
seeds
give
and
a
something else.
thumbs up. Hello to
Chia
everyone.
seeds,
Thank you.
flaxseed, and hemp seed.
I
Tapper
had
Creek
wrote it down.
Homestead just rang the bell, y'all.
So what now?
Tapper Creek Homestead just rang the doorbell.
Okay.
Thank you. You ain't hear me say thank you?
No, ma'am, I couldn't hear you, but thank you. making sure you said it.
See, me and her was having a conversation while y'all was talking. You know,
Oh,
I engage with my people. You know what I'm saying?
I know you
While
engage
y'all
with
be
your
talking,
people. I,
yeah,
I,
that's what I'm doing over here.
huh?
oh yeah, I couldn't hear you.
I'm liking them glasses though you got on over
I
there.
know. They're cute. They're so cute.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, she just, being fast tonight.
Yeah.
That's how
Thank
you bring the
you.
weekend. You know what I'm saying? You bring the weekend, like, say, I'm looking good, I feel good, this week gonna
Hey
be
Rudy,
good.
how you doing?
It's gonna be a good week.
Yeah.
Hey, Rudy.
Hi, Rudy. I can't find where I put my little cheat sheet. I had write stuff down.
Uh-oh.
Cause you know it's
Uh-oh.
coming, right?
Yeah.
You in class.
City
You in
girl, did
class.
you get your shirt, sis? Did you get your shirt? City
Who?
girl? Duval.
Who was
You,
that?
your feet don't fit on no limbs.
Who? What? I ain't heard that in a
I
long
didn't
time.
see it.
Huh?
I just figured out what she meant.
Tampa want to know, did you get your shirt?
Oh yeah, I got my shirt and I wore my shirt.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
I told her that on one of her lives.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, we're gonna talk about some shirts. Let me show y'all. Somebody thought about me. Oh my god,
I
y'all.
told her that on one of her lives.
That was me.
Uh-oh.
That was me. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
Somebody. I need to wait and see if they gonna come before I show it, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You done
They don't
started
say.
now.
Huh? I done started and got everybody all excited and stuff,
I'm
and I
sitting here
ain't
I'm
even.
waiting.
waiting.
They probably in the bushes because they be watching me in the bushes.
Come out them bushes, you can't hide.
Yeah. Somebody watching me because they know what I like. They know what I don't have.
Wow.
They just know me. Oh my word!
Hey, Country
Look
Hustle
what
101.
I got.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, you got the coffee.
Not one but two.
2.
What?
Jackpot.
I'm gonna
You
have to take my
special.
time drinking this because this got caffeine in it.
Oh.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
this is
coming
one
in,
with the
Country
caffeine
Hustle.
in
We
it.
appreciate
So I'm
you.
gonna take my
Hey,
time.
Country
with this
Hustle.
one. But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I knew you was in them bushes. Yeah, I know how to make you come out them bushes, baby. Yeah.
Was it
Look,
Country Hustle?
yeah. Look, y'all. Look at this. Oh my God.
What is that?
Oh my God.
What's that?
Look, we can ready to find out. I didn't even open it up. Look, all I know is okay. Oh, look.
Girl, you better be careful opening up stuff like that on camera.
Hey,
I'm looking at it like, okay.
cucumbers.
You better be careful opening up stuff like that on camera.
What is
What is it?
it? Look,
It look like white powder.
It's blue,
no,
isn't it?
no, I
It's
don't
blue.
mess with that stuff. No, look, pay attention.
I can't tell what color it is.
Orange. Look, orange.
Oh, see.
Orange. Yeah.
I made you big.
Okay. Look, y'all. Look, I'm just.
It looked like white powder to me.
I don't care.
Oh, Jubilee.
Look, Jubilee.
Wow.
Look, he say he gonna hook me up with these melons over here. Baby, guess what? Look, I was getting ready to plant fall stuff, and you got me want to drop doggone.
Oh,
Look. What's this? Black diamond. Look at y'all.
A lot of them too.
Look.
Watermelon woman.
but you still in your room. You still got time.
Should I be
Yep.
a watermelon queen?
Yep, I do
Yes,
believe that.
ma'am.
Look, the man say, and some cantaloupe.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
look. Yeah, so she
Wow.
said what she thinking it what look.
What it be like, girl? What it be like?
Mm-mm. But y'all, y'all think that's it? That's not it.
Uh-oh.
Look. So, oh, you gave me 2 bags? Hold on. Let me make sure because I'm not gonna oh yeah, he gave me 2 bags. Okay, I see how you do. Okay. So I just got 2 bags I got 2 sets of the same thing. Yeah, that's how he like double, double. You know what I'm saying? He double,
One for me.
double.
Oh,
He
he said
didn't
2 of
send me
everything, ma'am, and he said
One
Look.
for me.
Yeah,
One
Felicia.
set's for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. No, y'all ain't getting no sets.
That's what
around
he. Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
He said one for me.
Look at the chat.
2
He said he
of
didn't have her PO.
everything, ma'am. I did have Felicia.
He doesn't have my. I don't have a PO.
Oh, so one of them for Felicia?
Hello, Jessica SMC. How you doing?
Hey, Jessica.
How you doing, Jessica? You should have wrote me a note and told me that. That part. But I'll send it to her. I'll be nice and send it to her. You know, maybe I might make her come get it.
Oh Lord, nah. Okay, fine. I'll come.
Well, you may as well come on over this way if you go that way. No, that's the wrong way. Uh-oh. Well, I jumped across I got my directions wrong.
Hey, but check this out though. Y'all thought I was finished, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Hey, Purple Crochet and more with Dreamy.
Oh,
Dreamy.
that is nice.
Beautiful.
It's good.
Go big.
Peace, baby.
Make it
Peace.
large.
Wait a minute, we gotta see that. Show it again.
I understand. He's saying peace because you know he was sending
wow.
everybody else seeds and stuff, and I had made a comment, and he sent me a shirt with peace on it. He said peace.
Oh,
And
wow.
see,
That is
he's answering right. He's listening, y'all. He be in the bushes listening.
oh, wow. Nice.
Thank you.
That is so sweet.
Thank you. Man. You should have seen me at the post office jumping up and down, all excited.
You opened it up at the post office?
I was at the post office. Look,
Open your
clowning.
package up.
Huh?
Like a child who couldn't wait for Christmas, huh?
Because I wasn't expecting, so I didn't know what it was.
Right.
And you know the line was long, so
Yeah.
while I was waiting in line, I started looking through my stuff so I could send everybody else their stuff. It was a long line too. Man, they only had one person working, and they had it to where
Hi, Jessica.
everybody was in line. You couldn't go to the door to get your mail and stuff. You had to go in line to do it.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Creates.
Y'all
Wow.
bugging. Hey,
Ivy
Ivy B.
B.
Say Myra Ray, thank you. Thank you from coming over from
Hi,
Myra's.
Ivy.
Bagging corn for the freezer and listening.
Ooh,
Enjoy.
I
Okay.
wish.
So he bagging up some corn and putting it in the freezer. Y'all.
Somebody in the basement.
Hands on the bag.
Oh, see, you ain't right. You not right at all. Look, take me down. Take me down. Let me show y'all this right quick. Oh.
Ooh.
Look.
Boo. Oh no, he did put the picture on there.
Oh Lord. You so wrong for that.
Rum raisins with the raisins, banana bread, and I wanted to show y'all the raisins in rum.
Rum. Oh
I
Lord.
stand corrected. This thing's been sitting in here for 15 months.
Oh my God.
You see all the raisins in there, and it's Jamaican
Oh,
white
my
rum.
word.
Whoa.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
I told my wife, I said, I should show them what I'm working with. She said, yeah, show it to
We're
them.
gonna reach
I'm
this
enjoying
computer
it.
and get it.
You know
That's gonna be
she know
potent.
us. She know us.
That's potent.
All right.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I'm gonna stop teasing now.
You got
Okay.
your
Right.
smoothies
All
on
right,
there.
Timu. Thank you.
How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, look,
We
we
doing
doing
all right.
we were doing better.
Doing
We had some of that
fine.
raisin stuff. If we had a drop of the raisin, just a drop.
If I had a raisin, I'd be fine.
Just one
Hey,
raisin.
Just one. That's
The
all I need.
raisin is nice and potent. I'm telling y'all.
All pumped up. All
Wow.
pumped up. Hi, Chandra. Chandra, I'm sorry. Chandra. Gentle with, what's that? And smile.
Gentle with
It's
a
gentle with a smile.
smile.
No,
Hi,
Gentle with a
Chandra.
Hey,
not a drop.
Not a drop. We good. What was that?
Why am I big?
I don't know why
not a
you did.
drop. Not a drop. Look, they said don't waste no drops.
Dante
There
was
you
like,
go.
not a drop.
There you go.
Sorry about that. My
You
fat
all
food.
right.
Fat
All
finger.
right. We all get to do that.
So how y'all doing tonight?
Oh, this is about
it's
the
good
most
to
relaxed
see
I've
you,
been all day.
Chandra.
Something,
Coming over there
something's
from Myra's
beeping. Y'all hear
Way.
that beeping sound?
Huh?
Yes, I heard it.
Something's beeping.
That was D-Move coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be out here with y'all long. Just popped in to show off my ice cream, rum raisin, my ice cream melt, and I'm gonna be eating it here in a second.
Did
I
you
know
make
that's
that ice
right.
cream from scratch?
Look, go on it. You can eat. You
Okay,
can.
so how I made it was basically 4 ingredients. It's condensed milk, whipped cream, vanilla extract, and that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Sugar.
Oh, wow.
No sugar.
No
Condensed-
sugar?
Okay.
Condensed milk.
Okay.
Yes, look. So
Condensed
you have
milk.
an ice cream machine?
I use this is my ice cream machine.
Huh? Really whipping?
Whipping it. I whip it for 5 minutes with a whisk. But if you have a hand whisk, you can do it 5 minutes with a hand whisk.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, and you just want to get it to a frothy look, and then once you get it frothy, then you add the condensed milk and the raisins, and the vanilla extract. So it's 4 things. It's condensed milk, vanilla extract, the whipped cream. What am I missing? I keep thinking I'm missing something.
The rum.
No, no rum. When you do it, you pour out the raisins, you pour off the rum, because if you put rum in it, it'll form ice crystals when you make the ice cream. You want your ice cream to be nice and smooth. It tastes like store-bought, literally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
And I saw it from a fellow Jamaican, sent me the recipe, and because I usually buy it. I go in the store and buy it from Hans Dagon, I think that's the name of the brand. They sell rum raisin ice cream, so I go and buy it. But he's like, "Why are you buying it when you just make it yourself? And you know exactly what you're putting in it."
Right.
Right.
I mean, like I said, whipped cream, the raisins, the vanilla extract. What am I missing? I'm driving myself crazy.
You got it. You got it. Whipped cream, condensed milk, raisins, and
Extract. Yeah.
vanilla
4,
extract.
yeah, 4 ingredients. That's it. And guess
Well,
what? I've not only made rum raisin ice cream, I've made blueberry ice cream, I've made strawberry ice cream, blackberry ice cream. All you got to do is just substitute out ingredients. Like if you want to make something else, just take the raisin with the rum out, put blueberry in, or whatever you want.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Easy recipe.
No, what happened was when we were on here the last time, I got me thinking, why am I going in this? We were having a discussion, and I said, do we know where our products are coming from? Where
Mhm.
we're buying the bread and it's going bad. It's not going bad after 7 days, but when we make it ourselves, we know we got to either put it in the refrigerator or sometimes freeze it until we need
Right.
it. So, and we don't have to put as much products in there. So I said, after I got off that live, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some ice cream and I'm gonna make some bread. My wife been eating a slice of it, ice cream every day for her the dessert.
Wow.
So she figured she was gonna top me out. She made I'm not even gonna tease y'all. I could go show y'all a piece of the carrot cake. Man, that is so good with the cream cheese. And I'm not a big cream cheese person, but she's a big cream cheese person. But
I am
she puts
too.
that thing on there, and she
Mm.
mixes carrots
Yeah.
and coconuts.
Ooh.
Wow.
So she got fresh coconuts that's shredded and fresh
Oh,
carrots shredded. And guess where the carrots come from?
The
the
garden.
garden, I hope.
Garden.
I hope they came from your garden.
Grow your own food with your
Yep.
hands.
Right.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
it.
So
I need to go pull out my carrots.
hey, I'm feeling blessed right now. My last year I had terrible success with cucumbers, and my cucumbers are coming in now like gangbusters. See,
Yeah.
my ice cream is melting.
I told you go ahead and eat.
Look,
Yeah, we always eating on my channel.
Yep. Sure is.
that is so good. But when you bite the raisins, it's like it
Mhm.
releases the
Release
rum. It's rum.
Yeah.
It's trapped in
Yeah.
it. And all I do, because the alcohol acts as a preservative, so it doesn't go bad. As long as the raisins are below
Mhm.
the liquid line, it preserves it.
Mhm.
And like I said, it's been sitting there. The date on here is May 1st of 2023 is when I put it in here.
Mhm.
So it's potent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it is.
when I've used up half the raisins, I put fresh raisins on top of that because the alcohol never goes down.
No.
Right.
No, it's a
So-
preservative too. So you just keep
Yep,
adding the
exactly.
raisins, and you can still use the alcohol. You can still drink it.
Yep.
Mhm.
What? No.
And then the alcohol is going to be coated with raisins. I mean,
Yeah.
win-win.
All the way around.
Yeah, I mean, we keep a bottle in the house.
It's a tincture, right?
Yep. It's cooking.
It's a raisin tincture, right?
Yeah, it is. So I finally, I showed my my last garden update, and somebody was like, you get encouragement, and I always
That's
take it as
good.
encouragement. I don't ever take it as criticism. So a couple people wrote me and said, "Hey, when are you gonna harvest your herbs? We've been seeing these herbs going crazy. You're gonna save any?" So I went ahead and broke down and hooked it up. I'm gonna try to see if I can take y'all back there and show you. So if I'm gonna disappear for a minute, but when I come back, y'all gonna see what I got with the herbs. All right.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so
Good to hear.
much. God's desire for me, congratulations. Your tomato plant thanks you so much. And you're going to see a difference in it very soon. Very soon. My tomato plant is already bearing flowers, new flowers, as of today. And I think I just pruned it on Friday. So
What kind of tomatoes are they?
I have the yellow tomato, the big one that I showed you, and I can't think of the name of it right now. It was from Baker Creek. The patio tomato. I have the I can't name them. I don't even know what's out there now. But it's the ones that I have out on my deck. And I pruned 4 of them back. Because you have to keep pruning them because they're gonna keep sending up suckers and coming up from the roots and stuff. And it's got to
I
keep
need
up
to
with all that
prune mine.
greenery. Huh?
I need to prune mine.
Yeah, prune it. You don't have to heavy prune it, at least a third of it, and just prune it so that it will produce. People say my tomatoes is not flowering, but it's trying to put out too much green growth. You got and take care of that. You need to prune that back. If there are flowers on that stem, go on ahead and cut it. Just
Mine have they have plenty of flowers, But I think between the weather of you having like 2 weeks of rain, then you have a week of no rain, it's like they're like shocked or something.
What you have to do, there's so many ways you can compensate for that, but what you have to do is, what is that we're looking at?
So this is my herb forest on my desk here. So right here in the first pile is my German. No, excuse me. This is my oregano.
Can y'all make him big so we can see? Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So this is my oregano pile that's being air dried, going around in a circle. This is my German thyme.
Mm-hmm.
This is my English thyme,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and right here is my sage. And
Okay.
I dry sage two ways. This is one way. I'm going to show y'all the other way in a second. And right here is my peppermint for my tea. So
You use the bacon rats.
excuse me.
You're using bacon rats to elevate them so the air can go on top and below.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bacon rats from my wife's bacon stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn some lights on so I can show you the other way I dry them. So up here, I hang them, and this is sage. So it has the whole house smelling herbaceous.
I was going to say,
Herbalicious.
like herbs up in there.
Herbalicious. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you. I don't know. Every time I try to go in and fix the camera, for some reason, it cuts off. Just when I think I'm tech savvy, I realize I'm not.
So with your herbs that you are hanging down from the ceiling, you take the whole stem, and just tie a string around it and hang it and dangle it.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Let me see. Let me put the camera back the way it was, and hopefully I don't lose y'all again.
Yeah, you'll make it back.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Miss Georgia Peachnut, you were saying
Okay, there we go.
About the tomato plant.
pruning.
Yeah. If it's raining a lot, I don't know if it's in the ground or in a container or in a rubber.
Containers.
Okay, containers. So if it's in a container that has a catch basin in the bottom, just tilt it to the side if you've gotten a lot of rain and let that water drain out some. And then when you go through your dry spell, give it extra water. Because especially if it's a big plant, the bigger the plant, the more water it's going to need because it's got to feed all those leaves and the fruit. So you just have to make an adjustment according to what's going on with your weather. And if it's too hot, just throw a shade cloth over it, and you'll see with that shade cloth, if you're in the 90s, close to 100-degree weather, it's going to still flower. It's going to pump out some flowers for you. But when it goes down to 85, take that shade cloth off. Don't leave it on there.
Mm-hmm.
I had to move my tomatoes under my tree because it was just too hot. It was too hot.
Yeah.
And so they're in filtered light all day now instead of being in direct light all day. And it's a good 10 degrees cooler under the tree than it is out in the sunlight. So and that's but I'm still struggling to get my get them to set fruit. I still think it's still too hot.
Yeah.
So,
how full is your tree though? Is it really full, or did you?
It's a cypress tree, so it's not really full, but it's not like they don't get direct. They get some direct sunlight from the side, but they don't get.
You're talking about your tomato tree, right?
The tree, my tomato plants are underneath my cypress tree.
But you said they're not bearing flowers yet.
They have flowers, they're just not setting fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello,
That's what
Elawanda
mine.
A.
Elawanda,
Mine
hey,
doing the same
Give them
thing.
some extra phosphorus.
I did.
Okay. Then they will go on ahead and turn around and start fruiting like crazy. But you have to make sure that it's not putting a lot of energy into the production of leaves. That's why I was wondering, did it have a lot of limbs that had no flowers on it? If it has a lot of limbs with
Mhm.
no flowers, you need to take a third of those off. And that
Yeah,
energy
mine
will
do.
go to producing and holding the flowers and producing fruit.
Yeah.
L1 to A, I'm sorry, how you doing?
I spoke. Did
You
nobody else
spoke.
speak?
I
Yes, you
I
did.
saw.
wonder.
I didn't see her because I was looking at Felicia. Yeah. A lot of people have problems with their tomatoes, you know. I went out in the big garden and my tomatoes, I didn't go out there and water them when it was raining and then it stopped raining and the sun came up for 2 days. I didn't go out there. No suckers decided they wanted to try to die on me. So you know what? I'll check them out tomorrow, and if they look like they dead and died, I'm gonna pull them up. And I have my suckers that I in my um, tomatoes stems that I've harvested, not harvested, that I pruned and stuck in the
Yeah.
soil. They are flowering right where I stuck them in the soil at.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So they're ready to go into a good planting area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
So have
listen.
you had a tomato to grow and like in the middle, and just all over roots start coming popping out?
yep, all the time, all the time. And you can actually just go on and cut that stem and just put it in the ground or put it in a pot.
I did. I
Okay,
did.
okay.
I did that like 2 days before you did the video of propagating. I was like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah.
See that great minds think alike. I'm sorry, D Move, you
Yeah.
were trying to say something. What were you saying, Don?
No, I was listening to Felicia and she was talking about her tomato. Like what I did this year, I only grew cherry tomato and I only grew one plant. And everybody's like, one plant, yeah, but what I'm doing is I'm cloning two other plants off that one plant. I already got the two clones.
Mm-hmm.
And the mother plant is already putting out blossoms. The only thing that I think I'm gonna have to do is my cucumber plant, because I grew it next door. It must be in the perfect location and it must really like the soil because it's just trying to take over.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna have to cut that back a little bit so it'll give the tomato plant some breathing room to do its thing. The
yeah,
other thing that I'm facing here in Virginia, and it's funny because me and Ession Farmer was going back and forth exchanging emails because we both in Virginia. We are being saturated by rain.
Mm.
This is when you understand that your drainage hose are very important in your containers
yeah,
because we are getting a lot of rain.
Right.
So none of my plants or anything going on, it should be looking at me like, hey man, I ain't got no water. They get more than enough water. The only thing that I'm fearful of with all that water is sucking out all those nutrients. So I got to
yeah,
keep putting stuff back in there now because of all the moisture that's being put in there. Yes, you're going to get
Oh.
nitrogen from the rain, but it's taking all the other stuff out of there.
Yep.
I said that in my
Mm.
video. I was telling people you got to continuously replace and replenish
Yeah,
your nutrients
yeah,
if you're in a grow bag or a container because
yeah.
it's going to wash through and within no time your plant's going to die. So yeah, you need to
Hello,
replenish
Vaughn.
that, and you'll see
Yeah.
a difference. You see the
So
difference.
one of the things I did too, like I was listening when I was listening to Felicia, I was thinking about my bell peppers. I had to move my bell peppers. My bell peppers actually getting too much sun. The skins were being burnt. They
Oh,
were.
Oh.
You ever see when a person gets a burn and it bubbles up? That's what was happening.
blister.
Yeah.
My
Oh, wow.
So I was like, wait a minute, they're getting too. So now they're getting a whole lot of rain, and when it heats up, it's too much heat. So
Mm-hmm.
they like put it in a common medium where I have a flower tree. I don't know what tree this is. I put it under that tree so that it kind of they're not getting the full sun, but they're still getting the heat. and what I think it was getting was sunburns.
Yep.
And you know, a lot of times if we don't pay attention to our plants, I mean, they can get sun damage.
Yep.
Well, I hear you and Felicia both saying that according to and because of your situation, you created a microclimate for your plant.
Right.
That's basically what you did.
Yep.
We talked about a lot. Might create simple solutions. Put it under a tree or near something that will provide some shade or whatever. Just make the adjustment.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I have to do. And I've already gotten 3 bell peppers off my bell pepper. So, I mean, at first what was happening was I was losing blossoms. I mean, they were just falling off. And so I just added some phosphorus. And ever since I did that, they just been going crazy. And I went out there a couple of times and I found a couple green worms. So I went and took care of them, fed them to the birds. And life is good with them. Can't complain.
Hey. When production, when things are producing, you're just so happy with it. You know you're doing something right. You know that it works. You know, and just repeat it. My cucumbers out there in the lower garden is showing out. They are just trying to take over both tomato plants, putting out cucumbers and everything. You know, it's just amazing. And
Yeah.
I had them in another place last year and they didn't like it. But where I have them at now, they just love it. And it's just growing so all the rain too. Every time I go out there, it's like almost 2 feet of growth from the rain.
Wow.
And they've got flowers all over the place. I'm plucking cucumbers every day. And I love it. I love it.
Now
I
I'm getting a lot of flowers, but I'm not getting no. Well, I get fruit, but it falls off before it actually develops.
Yeah,
So-
that means it's missing some kind of nutrient.
Yeah, it's a deficiency.
Yeah, because I was having that initially. I was getting plenty of blossoms, the white blossoms for the bell peppers. But when I look inside the container, they were all falling off. I'm like, wait a minute. And I heard I watched one of your videos, Miss Peach. Hey, GT. GT watching the road. Watch out, y'all.
Now,
They
my
gotta watch out for him.
Hey, safety first, safety first.
My peppers, I don't have a problem with my peppers. I mean, they doing great. They producing like crazy. It's just everything else. Like my cucumbers and squash, zucchini, all that. Even my fruit, all my fruit like produce like crazy.
So you just need
It's
to
just
give it some phosphorus and potassium. Try that. Extra. Give it extra. A little extra.
But I've been doing that. The 511, the banana water, the coffee
Not
grind.
511.
The
511
511.
has too much nitrogen.
511 is nitrogen,
It's
right?
nitrogen, not 511. You need to give it some bloom booster.
More bloom.
More bloom, yeah.
Okay.
You can use the 511 when you're starting, but once they start fruiting, back off on that.
Okay.
You're giving it too much of
And
that.
maybe that's your problem. You're giving it too much nitrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, most people have enough nitrogen. Most plants are getting enough nitrogen. It's rare that nitrogen is lacking anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question.
I got an answer.
D-Mood, you said from the water you get nitrogen. Did you say?
Yes.
I thought I heard
Rainwater.
From rainwater.
What?
Rainwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was listening in the background, but when he said, I was like, did he just say that? I was
Yeah.
like, Miss
It's packed with nitrogen.
Felicia didn't say. Miss Felicia didn't say nothing about it, so it must be true. I
Hey.
never knew that though.
I'm not like
Nitrogen is dissolved in rainwater. As the rainwater comes through the air, it actually dissolves the nitrogen, and so you get a good boost of nitrogen every time it rains.
see.
You ever notice
What
when it rains that your
understand-
grass grow, your how beautiful your plants are and how green and lush they look? You never noticed that after rain?
Well,
I know, but I didn't put the two and two together. Did the people in the chat know that? I didn't know that it had nitrogen in it though. I wonder.
people don't understand is our atmosphere is made up of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. That's what our atmosphere and carbon dioxide, because our plants and our trees release oxygen and suck up carbon dioxide.
Right.
So all that stuff is released back. It's built. We predominantly live off oxygen, but nitrogen comes out the rainwater. We have a awesome creator that designed this planet to function. We just sometimes decide to tear it up, but yeah. Nitrogen. That's why it's so potent. That's why when I make my fertilizer, my homemade fertilizer, I use rainwater versus tap water. If you're going to use tap water, try to use filtered water. And I bought a filter. I went to Wally World and bought a filter. I got a nice cheap one for $8, and that's what I use. I screwed it on my garden hose, and it neutralizes all that fluoride, all that junk in your water. And Wally World sell it cheap.
Wow.
Cheaper
So
than I found.
how often do you have to change the filter?
It's good for 3 months.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I have one.
I need
So-
one. I need one. I
It
need
comes
one, D-Mood.
It comes in a 2-pack. So you got 6 months right
I
there.
need to see the picture. I need the link, man. I need something. Please tell me something, man. I'm serious, D-Mood.
I can drop a link to one. I can drop a link to one.
I mean, I can drop you a link of the ones that I buy.
I'm gonna go get mine
I
right quick.
And you just
I
look
like
at
the
that
cheap
home.
option.
Cause
And
you
Yes,
look at
that's
that
what he
home,
said. Yes.
Mine is a cheap option. I get a 4-pack for, I forget how much it was. Whenever they go on sale, they go on sale all the time.
Oh, God's
Okay,
desire.
I
so
need
the people
one.
in the chat are saying people say they didn't know that either about the nitrogen. So you're not. The
I'm
only
telling
one
you,
who
y'all.
got-
Yup.
Y'all are providing.
Filters.
I remember, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yes, Mona, but I'm not. When I'm in the chat, I don't want y'all stuff. I want y'all knowledge. That's what I'm here for. I want y'all to teach me, and I love y'all stories and y'all conversation. That's why I'm here, not for your stuff. I want everything else.
I'm
Stuff in the
saying,
conversation. Hello.
Let me understand what you just said, GT. You said you don't want my stuff.
No,
You want
I want your knowledge. I want your
I got you.
knowledge.
Okay.
That's what I want. I ain't paying attention to them. I want that. Y'all bring a lot with just conversation, and that's why I'm here every week, because I need it. This is like my therapy. Real talk.
Jen Reeves.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Thanks for stopping by,
Hey,
Jen.
Jen.
GT, can you see it?
Thank you.
Make him big.
I'm going to put a link in the chat. This is a 4-pack for $26 now, but you can buy any. You can buy them from anywhere.
Let me get.
Can you put a light
Hey,
on?
let me get to better lighting for you, GT. How about that?
Oh, that's a different kind than what I got.
Those are smaller.
Yeah. And so what I do is you go get marine filters.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, or even the what you call it, the Winnebagos or whatever. And right here,
RV filters. I
Right.
put a link in the chat. Did the link work, y'all?
Yeah,
and it's good for 3 months.
There.
it's good for 3
Okay.
months.
That's what's
So
up.
that's
And
6
see-
months worth.
This is the part that I like right here. It gets rid of that chlorine that's in the tap water.
Yeah.
All of these things you get rid of all of this stuff right here.
Country
So,
Hustle
you
said
know-
that's his brand. That's their brand. Great value. Okay.
Great value.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with it.
That's a nice deal. I dropped the link for the one that I got. But any of them, if you go into the if you know how Amazing works, you go to Amazing and you look under discounts or deals, and you look in lawn and garden, not lawn and garden, RV,
Oh, okay.
RV filters. See that?
AquaQuest.
RV filters. And they just screw right onto between your hose and your faucet, or between the hose and whatever. They just screw
There
right
you
on
go. You got
your
it.
hose. And it makes a world of difference.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
tell yours again. Okay.
And
Makes
believe
a big difference.
and
Now
believe
see it.
Mike is the one who told. Where is Mike?
RV filters are cheaper than if you try to buy one for your home. The home ones are really expensive. The RV
Yeah.
filter. Remember,
Yeah,
RV is
RV.
for home.
Yeah, they come, but all you need to do is look for the ones on sale. They usually have sales or coupons on them. You can get the 4-pack for. I didn't pay $29. I think I paid $20 for my 4-pack.
That's not bad.
Which is a good deal.
Yeah, I bought 4 of these.
Yeah,
Where did you
I
get
got
yours,
the box.
Mona?
It came 4, so I'm good. And Mike is the one who's I heard first talking about those.
Where'd you get that from, Mona?
Amazon.
Amazing.
Okay. Oh, amazing.
We don't advertise. They ain't paying us nothing.
Got you. Got you.
Okay, got it. Okay, it took me a minute.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, y'all. I meant if I say amazing, I'm talking Amazon.
You know what's funny that you talk about advertising? I did a short yesterday afternoon, and it was on my cucumbers. I have not posted it yet because I did exactly what you just said. I just literally did an advertisement for the dollar store.
Right.
Tree.
Now, the dollar store, I might say the dollar store,
Yeah, my
but
wife used to
for
say,
the rest of them, I'm like the blue box, the orange box.
all the time. Say it right, because I always say dollar store. She's like, no, it's the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. No, it ain't. It's the $1.25 tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
They haven't
exactly.
changed the sign either. They still say dollar store, even though it's $1.25.
I know,
That's
exactly.
false advertisement.
So what
They're
happened was
supposed to actually have some $1 items in there, according to what I've
No, they don't.
heard. But
I ain't seen nothing.
I ain't seen nothing in there for $1. But the seeds are still for $4.
$1, right?
Seeds are still for $4.
And that's
Yes,
what
you
I
can find some.
that's what I was giving them a shout out for, because the cucumbers that I have, I bought those seeds in 2022, and I was saying, hey, shout out to the Dollar Tree because my seeds are still viable. Because for some reason people get this perception of every year I'm buying seeds. No, your seeds are still good. It just depends on if you're doing wasteful farming, which is what I call it. I apologize if anybody took offense to that, but I call it wasteful farming. If you're out there doing the old-fashioned sprinkling, you're wasting seeds.
Yeah.
You should be starting seeds either individually or by twos. And if you don't know how to do it, there's plenty of videos that show you how to do it, or even use the paper towel method. You can really, really save on your seeds and get good production.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's all.
I've got a bunch of seeds because I only use 1 or 2 here or there. That's what I share with people. When I send you seeds, more than likely I'm sending you some of what I have. I'm not sending you a whole package of seeds. I mean, unless it's something I'm not gonna grow, or I just have an excess of. But if you want some seeds that I have, it's like, oh, I got these. I can send you 5. I'll send you 5. Because most times those seeds, the germination is 90% or better.
So what I'm planning on doing this garden season is show people how to save cucumber seeds. Because people automatically assume when they harvest a cucumber and it's green, they can use those seeds. Those seeds are green.
Those seeds are green, yeah.
Watch the cucumber go through its cycle of going from green to yellow. And when you're in the final stage, your cucumber actually turns like a brown.
Yep.
I mean, and then when you touch it, it's like mushy.
Ugh.
Yeah, that means it's completely ripe. Now, I've never eaten a ripe cucumber. I've only eaten green cucumbers. But I love this brand of cucumber so much that I'm going to sacrifice a cucumber so it can go to ripe so I can
Gold
say.
to seed. Yeah.
I-
And the
But
seeds,
It's okay. It's okay, Country Hustle.
That's
It's all right.
hey, do you Country Hustle? Do you? Jim Reeves?
no, that's not a problem.
Hey, I'm with Great Value. I am not mad at him at all or her.
Let me tell you, Country Hustle, if I send you some collard seeds, you gonna get 100. Because collards give you 100.
Yep.
They give you 1,000. But if I send you like a squash, you might get 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because those seeds are big and you don't need to plant but 2. If you got a family of 10, you might need to plant 5.
Right.
You know, it's interesting you said that. My pumpkin patch that I have in my box, I guess I was a little overzealous. So
Yeah.
what I did was I made 6 spots in the box to plant pumpkin, and each hole I put 2 seeds.
Woo!
You're sometimes assuming that all of them are not going to come up. Well, wrong.
All of them came up.
So I have 12 vines. So I went through the process yesterday. I went through the sacrifice. I ripped up a couple. I had to because they were sucking all the nutrients out. It was too many.
Could you at least give them to somebody?
Who?
I don't know. Neighbors down the street, the food bank. I don't know, the library, at the kindergarten class. I don't know.
So what I'm hearing you saying is you got time to go knock on doors and say, hey, you want a pumpkin?
I gave away watermelon and cucumber seeds last year to neighbors and friends. I sure did. Not seeds, plants, because I started too many. And I knew my neighbor was gardening, and I was like, do you need some watermelons or cucumbers? And they were like, I could use a watermelon or 2. I'm like, here. I
Okay.
sure did.
So let me see if I got you correct there, Felicia. You're saying giving away starter plants or seeds. Which one is it?
Starters, plants.
I ain't got time to deal with my neighbors like that because they don't garden. They like to
I was
plant.
going to say, he don't even talk to his neighbors.
No,
Well, I mean, okay, one was a neighbor, but the other ones were friends that live in different places. I'm like sending text messages. You got a garden this year? I know my friend's mom has a garden every year. So I'm like, does your mom need some this? And believe you me, it goes both ways because I've been eating cucumbers all summer, even after mine got too hot and stopped producing. She's still dropping them off. I'm on my front porch. When I come home, I have to check every day.
Even in the winter, I'm going to be eating cucumbers because I've been pickling mine. I got 4 jars of pickles that I just did within the last 2 days.
I've never had to grow zucchini, yellow squash, tomatoes or cucumbers. I've never had to grow them because when I was working, somebody else was always growing them and they always gave them to me. I grow them, but I don't have to.
Right.
That's a good thing. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
But to go back to what you said, I'm one of those neighbors that don't encroach on my neighbors, especially when I see that they have other desires. If you're a grass planter and a flower planter, I don't even waste my time asking you if you want a vegetable plant.
That is so funny.
It's a waste of time. So why waste?
I get you. I understand. I get what you're saying, but I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it alone. Before, when I didn't have the time and energy to garden and I had a lawn, I'm not a grass planter and I don't water the lawn, but I do plant flowers on occasion that I will water. But I've always planted tomato plants in my flower garden, always. Because nobody can tell the difference. When you drive by a house, if there's tomato plants growing out there and they've got flowers on them, they look like flowers. If they got fruit on them, they just look like nice, pretty shrubs. And so I'm that neighbor who's growing tomatoes in the front yard in the flower beds, along with the flowers. Don't get me wrong. There'll be flowers out there.
Listen,
That's where my fruit trees are like in my front yard mixed in with my hedges and everything, my flowers. And my front yard is just full of flowers. But I put all my fruit trees out there with them.
Listen,
I don't put my fruit trees in my front yard because I don't want nobody eating my fruit.
Well, my neighbor, his whole front yard is flowers, and he have the best garden in the back.
But I have herbs. And my Jamaican sorrel is in my front yard.
Yeah, mine
Because
too.
nobody they don't know what it is. They just think it's a pretty plant.
Hey Kelly, I bring it every day.
Hey, Kelly, what are you doing up?
Hey LLG.
Was
LGGG love.
Say that again, D-Move. Say that again.
I said the reason I said what I said is I have neighbors that are seriously committed to the grass. One of my neighbors plants 3 varieties of grass, all on top of each other. And the reason he does that is so when the weather's too hot, one comes up and protects the other one. When it's too cold, I'm like, are you fucking serious? You can plant. So that's why
Hey, Mike.
when I say the things the way I say it, I mean, people think he being an ass, but no, because I've had conversations with all my neighbors. What you want to, the way I work is, I want to know what the people are like to the left and right of me. Because when something happens, I know the first person that's going to come potentially knock your door down is your neighbor. So I want to know, where is their mind at? And your mind is focused on planting and eating grass? Don't waste my time. Now, one of my neighbors, me and him I finally got him to see the light a little bit, and he got a nice little garden going. Good for him.
Hey,
but the rest of them, I have one neighbor, he think his yard is a literally golf course. He has, he has different cuts. Like one part of his yard, he cuts 2 inches. One he cuts 2 inches. Once he cut, and I'm like, and me being me, I'm like, okay, so I see you got the lawn thing going, and he cuts it in a checkered pattern.
Yep.
He's like,
I mean, I get it. I understand. Hey Chris.
Hey Chris.
Hey Mike, how are you? Hey LGG love.
Hey
LGG love. I get it. And y'all are, let's see, who's around? GT's around. GT's been around, and Mona's been around. Y'all remember Turf?
Oh yeah,
Turf Therapy. Turf was all about the lawn. It's all about the lawn. Now he grew food. Don't get me wrong. The man grew food, and he grew some nice food, but he was all about the lawn. And I'm gonna just tell you, my son, he all about the lawn too. And yes, when we cut the yard, he cuts on the diagonal. When my son cuts my yard, it has to be cut on the diagonal. And the next time he cuts it cross on the diagonal. So it has that nice check pattern in it. He's going to do that every single time because he's all about it. But that's the front yard. The backyard is where I grow my food, and he knows the deal. I don't care how you cut it. I just need to be able to see my feet so I can get to my garden. You could do whatever you want. You don't touch my trees. You don't touch my garden. Have at it. But Turf Therapy, he was a lawn guy, definitely a lawn guy. But he grew food. He was a member of this garden community, and he grew food.
Hey, I bring it every day. I don't think I spoke to you. Thanks for coming.
Kelly, what are you doing up, Kelly?
You keep saying that. She
because every time I go over to her channel in the morning, she's like, "What are you doing up? You haven't slept?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did sleep. I slept 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever."
Y'all talking about seeds. I got a package that I ordered from. We placed the order. My honey wants to order some more seeds from Baker's Creek.
Really?
Mike said he cut his in a spiral.
Oh, okay. I can't with you,
in a spiral
Mike.
To annoy my
I can't with you, Mike. My dad would not allow us to cut the yard in circles.
That's how I cut mine.
You cut back and forth. You had to cut back and forth, and you had to cut over what you had because we didn't have mulching mowers back then, and we didn't catch our grass. So you would cut it so it would blow the grass into the next area that you were going to cut, so that the cut part got cut again.
Right.
So that's how we mulched ours. And if you didn't cut it that way, Daddy was going to send you back out there to cut again. So you want to cut the yard twice, cut it wrong. Go ahead. And then you was going to have to pay for the gas to cut it the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he paid for the gas for you to cut it right the first time. You go out there and start cutting around in circles and see what happens. I can't with you, Mike. And I still cut back and forth like that. I still, to this day, I cut back and forth like that because that's how I was trained to do it.
Right.
Everybody on my
So he got
street,
2 kids now, right? Or do he have some more?
he has at least 2 turf.
Her.
Yeah, he's got 2 at least.
Yeah.
Everybody on my street has nice, pretty grass. I'm the only person on my whole street with a garden. Nobody else.
Really? But do
I feel like the sore thumb. And and the thing about it, there's only 2 people that look like me. There's only 2. So I feel real weird. I'm like, oh man, I'm the oddball out of everybody. Everybody that lives on my street, most of the people are older than me. Nobody, they're like in their 60 or above. So I'm serious. They're older than me.
Old?
Yeah, he did.
Say what?
You just call me old?
Older?
Yeah.
He said,
I said they older.
Okay.
I said they older.
I know what you said. You said they were old fuddy-duddies in their 60s.
Over their 60s.
The old folks in their 60s.
Yeah.
They're most of the people that live on my street is
They're
60
old
years or
women.
above.
The old women in their 60s. And
No.
that's what I heard, GT.
No,
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, okay. But I feel weird. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what can I say.
I'm just messing with you.
You're doing good, but do they appreciate your fruit that you're growing, though, is what I want to know.
There was a guy that came by and he was saying something about my chickens because I was telling him that I was going to put the chicken coop in the backyard. And he was saying something. I was like, nah. He said, well, why you only have 5? I have 9. But we was talking like he was like on the sidewalk and I was in my driveway. So I'm not going to say how many I have because we're only allowed to have 5 in the city.
Right.
But I have 9. But my two neighbors that are right beside me, I already had a conversation with them and they said, oh, that's fine. I don't care how many you have, just long as it's not a rooster. And I said, cool. So when I told him 5, he was like, why you only have 5? I said, because of the laws and stuff. And he was like, da-da-da-da. And we just went on to the conversation or whatever. And I said, well, if you look at everybody's grass, I said, everybody has a manicured grass. He said, your grass looks good. I said, I know. I said, but I have a greenhouse in my front yard. I have fruit trees in my front yard. And I have all these raised garden beds. He said, well, the thing about your yard is your yard is full of life and it's full of love. I will take your yard over anybody else's yard. You know how good I felt? I'm talking about I wanted to. And then I told my wife, I'm hop skipping in there. Hey, baby, guess what he said? My yard is full of life and love.
Oh.
Just like, boy, gone.
Whatever.
Yeah, I felt real good.
What you doing? You needed that.
Yeah, he told
I
you
did.
Yeah. A lot of people in my neighborhood have gardens. I mean, that's just something people do around here.
What you saying, D-Mood? I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
Water your grass with no shoes on.
I was just seconding what GT said. I was saying the gentleman told him truth. Now, I think there's about 37 families that live where I live. And I know for a fact, I do, my neighbor does, that's 2. The Korean lady down the street, that's 3. Out of 37, I know for a fact, only 3 of us garden.
Wow.
Okay. At least it's 3. You got
It's better than 0, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I know I've said this before, but we have our town. I'm in a town in town limits, and in our town we have a city school. Um, so our kids all go to the city school in the city school system. That the kindergarten has a garden.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a good. I would say they have easily a half-acre garden in the kindergarten. So a lot of the families, in our neighborhood, at least hear about gardening
Mhm.
because their kids garden, and the kids can harvest from the garden. It's a school garden, so then when they harvest, and kids get to take stuff home and that kind of thing. And so that's another place that I will give starts to if I have starts, because they do not grow from seed. They usually grow from starts, just because by the time they get a chance to plant something and it start growing, school's out. And then so with starts they get a better chance to see more growth. And so I will give them starts for sure.
Excuse me. Who might call it ancient? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
He's talking about me.
He said
yeah. I have a
60 years
secondary
old.
school. I have a secondary school in my area, and those are for like the problem kids, the ones that don't want to go to school, the ones that are truancy, get in trouble. And now they offer gardening as part of their curriculum, and
Nice.
Good.
you can donate like seeds to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those kids are being taught to farm, to plant stuff. And
Yeah.
Good.
the reason that they're teaching them to plant, because it teaches them patience. A lot of them have like what is it, ADHD? They're like
Yeah.
picking up the
Yeah.
walls, and so it teaches them that nothing is like instantaneous. You have to wait, and that's one thing about gardening. Gardening is not instantaneous.
Nope.
One of the things that I've been tracking is from seed to harvest and how long a lot of my crops have been taken. And I know I started on 19 June and I'm already harvesting cucumbers, zucchini, and squash.
Yeah.
So, and I started harvesting at 35 days in. That was
Yep.
pretty good. 35 days.
That's what I did for after school, but we started in a grow tower, and
Yeah.
we grew a lot of stuff in the grow tower. Then we when it got hot enough, we planted outside, but I planted like a lot of edible flowers so they could, with tomatoes and a lot of herbs, so that they can get to experience that also. But we did a lot of indoor gardening in the tower, and they like got to make salads and sandwiches and different things like that with it. But we started everything from seed.
Mm.
Yeah, you see, Mike said they used to teach gardening in his school where he was.
Yeah, they did it mine too. They
Well,
taught us
they're doing it
everything.
here and there. A lot of
I
Fulton
took up
County schools.
masonry. I didn't take up agriculture. I didn't take that.
Yeah, when I went to school, I took up technical drawing and electrical engineering because they
Mm.
offered you all the electives and you picked the ones you wanted to do. So the first one I did, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be this great architect. So I picked technical drawing. After 2 years of that kicking my butt, I was like, that's enough. And believe it or not, I switched over to electrical engineering. And in Jamaica, when they say electrical engineering, they teach you electric stuff, and
Yeah.
then they teach you automotive engineering stuff. You get a dual thing. And my dad always, I was raised by my dad. I was raised by a single dad, and I always tell people my father was a Renaissance man. He knows how to do electrical, plumbing, AC, air, fixing cars, welding. That dude, and the creme de la creme. He was what is that? Oh, that's your car. He also knows how to do tailoring. He can actually sew a complete suit, meaning shirt, vest, jacket, pants. He can do all of it. And what happened was my grandmother was telling me the story that he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. So when he was 16, she started putting him to learn different things. So he would spend, and the way Jamaica works is like the way England works. When you get a job, it's not like America. When you get a job, you go into what they call an apprenticeship.
Mm.
You got to work in that apprenticeship for 2 years before you then become a journeyman. And then you can do journeyman for like 3 years before you become a master craftsman. And then once you become a master craftsman, so that's 5 years of experience you have before they can cut you loose.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. But when you go off on your own and start your own thing, you're it. So my dad, his patient level was like, nah, forget that. So he would only like do something for 2 years and then this. And so with doing all that, he managed to gather all those experiences because he did so many different things.
Different stuff.
And I remember him telling me, he said, I've worked with my hands all my life. He said, if you want to take it easy, work where you use your brain. And me and him talk all the time. I told him, I said, that was good and bad advice. At the time when you gave me that advice, that was great advice to you because you didn't want me to be you. But now that I'm older, that was bad advice to me because I need to learn how to do all those skills. And now I have to learn those skills now versus had I, some of the skills I learned growing up because I would be with him and he would be handing me the tools and showing me stuff and whatever. Like he came here about 10 years ago. He was helping me do some work on my house. And he was doing something with a drill. And believe it or not, there's certain tricks to drills that I did not understand. Like that there's a torque button on your drill, on every drill. I don't care what, electrical or whatever. That, sometimes you're trying to drill a hole and it just feel like it won't go through. And he said, give me that. And then he turned this little knob and he said, try it now. And my drill was just going through it like butter. And I was like, oh my God. But see, when you don't understand your own tools, yeah, you see GT laughing because you know what I'm talking about. All of these things have different twerks or contraptions, like certain pliers are designed to have a tighter grip or a lighter grip or a cutting. So a lot of people just see tools and they don't realize. And I tell you what, I've accumulated a lot of tools over my life that I just have for different things. My wife be like, you bought another tool? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be needing it for, but I got it. Just like our garden, right? We got all this different stuff, all these different fertilizer, all these different seeds. We never know when we're going to need to use them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But Dimu, it's not just you. There's a whole generation of people who didn't learn how to work with their hands because they were told you need to find a career, you need to work with your brain, you need to get that education, and they didn't learn trades.
Right.
There's a whole generation, and it's funny to me, not funny, it's interesting to me because my dad had a degree. He had a degree in engineering tech. He was an engineering tech, and he worked on aircraft, so mechanical, aerospace. But he worked with his hands. And so all of his kids, I shouldn't say that, his boys and me learned to, because I don't know that my sisters were as underfoot as I was. But we all learned to work with our hands. But my mom also worked with her hands. She was a homemaker. She was extension homemaker for USDA, the extension service. And she did all of the things. And my brothers learned all of the things too. And so if you need something built, I promise you, my brother can build it. If you can conceptualize it, he can draw it. If he can draw it, he can build it. And it doesn't matter if it's woodworking or mechanical. He basically built an air conditioner because his furnace went out and he was going to fix it, and the people who wanted to just replace it, and he was like, why would I replace it? All I need to do is, take this circuit board out, replace that, and then do that. And they're like, yeah, but we don't do that. So
Urban Gardening
his
Chronicles.
furnace, and in the meantime, his HVAC. In the meantime, he creates a air conditioner out of like some pipes and a styrofoam cooler and a couple of fans and some duct tape, and made a cooling spot in his house for while he was working on the thing. But my point is, my dad taught us how things work.
Yeah.
He taught us how things work. And so if he would say that, well, in order for this to work, you have to have this, and that, and then you turn that around and say, because he worked on television, and televisions don't work the same as they used to. So now you ask yourself, well, what did they replace that with? What did they replace that tube with? Well, that was replaced with this. Oh, so that does the same thing the tube used to do. Oh, okay. So now I have to figure out, well, how does that work? And he taught us the sequencing of things on how things work. So then when you can transfer that skill over as technology develops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we have. We have a lot of people who understand technology at this level, but they don't understand it at this level. And I have to remind my kids all the time, the people who started these big tech businesses, the Steve Jobs and those people, they learned computer skills on Commodore 64s.
Mm-hmm.
People don't even know what a Commodore 64 is.
Yeah, that's what the first question. Yeah,
on Atari, they learned how to do computer skills on an Atari. If you don't understand how basic that was compared to what a computer is now everything is point and click. If you don't understand what's going on in the background, you can't help me.
You know what? I have a Sega out in my storage.
Wow.
I went to that one time to show my kids. They was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Yeah. With the joystick. I have one of those. I'll probably take it to one of these. What is it? Auction roadhouse. It's probably worth some money or something." But
we got a question in the chat.
Because what I did was once I retired and I had time. I'm one of those people. I'm visual. Once I see a schematic or whatever,
yeah.
I went from using my brain to I've always wanted to be touching stuff. But the job that I did over the last 17 years was using my brain. That's what the taxpayers paid me to do. They paid me to manage people and money, right? So that's what I did at a high level. And so when I retired, I told my wife, I said, I don't want to do none of that. I mean, I was getting job offers to go back in corporate America, the education. I don't want to do none of that. I want to use my hands. I want to plant. I want to do stuff. So once I retired and I told my wife I'm going to fix stuff around the house, which she would have normally said, well, let's just call somebody and do it. I replaced my water pump in my house.
Yep.
I put in a brand new dishwasher in my house.
Yep.
I refixed all my fans, all my lighting, because if you have the time and you have the blocks of instruction, you can pretty much, if you have somebody, sometimes you might need a hand to guide you through stuff.
It's not hard.
Time.
It's not hard. It's procedure. You just follow step-by-step procedure. People think it's hard. It's not hard to change a light fixture. You just have to follow the steps. Now, if you mess up, it could be dangerous.
That could be expensive too.
Right. It could be dangerous, but it's not like it's hard. And it's the same. It's the same when we bought our first house. It was a fixer upper. We replaced all of the outlets. Every outlet in the house we replaced. Now, we called in an electrician to check the wiring, but we didn't get a call on an electrician to change the outlets because it's not hard.
Catch y'all
Right.
later. Just got
Miss
home.
Peachnet, did you get
Okay, yes,
that
I
All
see
question?
right. Have a
there's
good
a
What
All
was the
day.
right, I'm gonna be in
question?
the
I didn't
bushes.
see it.
from
Good
Elwanda.
night.
Good
Peace,
evening,
And I'm
lady.
GP.
trying to, can you post it up so I can see it, please?
All right, my friends, I'm gonna bid y'all a good night tonight. I can't hang out with y'all much longer.
Okay, thank you
All
so much for
right.
Okay.
coming.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
night,
coming
Julie.
in.
Thank you.
All right now.
Elwanda. Hey, how you doing? Listen, you say you have a question regarding a small Alberta peach tree you purchased from Costco about 7 months ago. It grew nicely. Now the leaves are falling. First of all, did it produce for you? Second of all, it could be falling because it's not getting enough water. It may need nutrition. Did you feed it anything? You know, you have to give your trees, your fruit trees especially, some kind of food at least once every, if it's in the ground, once every 6 months. It depends on the kind of tree. If it's in a grow bag, I feed mine every month. So I need to know if the tree is in the ground, or is it if it's in a grow bag, or if it's in a container, and did it bear any fruit, and if you gave it any nutrition. You have to make sure you give it some nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and the micro and the macronutrients. It needs all that. There's a fruit tree fertilizer you can buy, and depending on if it's in the ground, you can give it to it. I think it's once every 4 months or something like that. If it's in a grow bag or a container, once every month. So I need to know what conditions is growing in as to why it's losing leaves. 9 times out of 10, too, peach trees are very finicky, so probably need some nutrition and some water. Once again, I don't know the conditions in which it's planted and how you're feeding it. So if you can send that to me, that would be great.
For most trees, the first year you have them, if you get a bare root tree and you put it in the ground, the first year you really should concentrate on the roots. And so water is going to be critical. You cannot let that tree get dry.
Okay, so it was a small tree, small with no leaves when you purchased it with a few leaves.
It's in a, okay, I didn't.
A 15-gallon pot, and you did use fertilizer for the fruit tree. So sounds
Yeah.
like it's not getting enough water.
Yeah.
Also, make sure that that graft is not buried. Did you make sure it was planted with the graft up at least 2 inches above the soil level? There is something that is missing as far as a feeding is concerned. My peach tree is up on my deck. It is in a 20-gallon. And whenever the leaves start turning brown or yellow and start falling, I give it a feeding, a liquid feeding. You can do both. You can do the granular
No.
fertilizer. And when you do the granular fertilizer, it's going to take a little longer, so give it a liquid feeding. Just go on ahead, let me tell you, a quick fix, go on ahead and give it some Miracle-Gro.
Oh, we've been having triple digits for 4 weeks. I'm watering it every day. Okay.
Is that what she said? I don't see it.
Yeah. That's, hold on. Where are you? That's another thing. Where are you?
California.
California. Okay.
Okay. Triple digits, finicky tree, brand new. We've been talking about creating a microclimate. If it's going through all that, you may have to pull a shade cloth over it for a minute and give it some help because it's still a baby and trying to develop some roots. Obviously, it doesn't have enough roots right now to keep the leaves on there. So,
And
mhm.
I was gonna say, and check to see if it's the moisture is getting down into the roots, because when it's that hot, water, trees pump a lot of water. People don't realize it. Trees pump a lot of water. When it's that hot, if they're not getting a lot of water,
Sure.
they're gonna be suffering.
Did she say there was in a 15-gallon grow bag?
She said 15-gallon container.
Container. Because if it's a grow bag, that makes a
She said
difference.
pot.
Pot.
15 gallon pot.
Okay. Does that pot have a catch basin in the bottom of it? But I take a sharp, you can take a stick or something and punch holes without hurting the roots down into the soil and then water it. That way you'll see where the water's going all the way down. Sometimes we think we're watering, you may water it and it's not getting all the way down, it's being blocked. You got to create some openings for that water to go all the way down so that it will get to the roots. So try that. Also, I would go on ahead and shock it with some Miracle Grow liquid feed. You get the cup, the yellow container liquid, Miracle Grow, and put it up to where it's supposed to be in a gallon of water and water it with that and see what happens. It'll turn around within a couple of days if it works. Triple digit in a baby tree, you're going to have to really make some adjustments for the tree as to how you water it, fertilize it, and how you keep it. You're going to have to give it some shade. When you see those triple digits coming, put a shade cloth over it. Or put it in the shade if you can need it. You can catch it too. It's not too late since it does still have, you're welcome, still has leaves on it. That means you still have time. But make sure that graft is above the soil level.
That too. That's important.
Yeah.
Urban Garden Chronicles say this is where all the night owls be.
Yep.
We here.
You found us.
Heal us back up and let us know how it's done, Elwanda. We want to make sure you're okay.
What you
Look
doing,
at all
Mom?
the men that was in the group. They just disappeared.
None.
I'm trying to finish up this here. Supposed to be in a top, but it look like it's getting to be a sweater.
Okay.
Let us see it.
Oh Lord. It's
Okay.
I figured it out what you were saying.
Yeah.
That was after I had did all this.
Yep.
Okay, good, Elwanda. So it's doing something. You don't want to grow.
It's almost done.
But
Yeah.
that's good. Give us some
Yeah.
shade.
I just have to even the sides.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I started another one. I don't have it with me. I started another one out of a thinner cotton. But I'm gonna use that same side to side method to do it. It's a deep purple, like a eggplant color.
Oh, I think this is it. This done took longer than I wanted it to.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, that's because you were figuring it out. Now that now that you have it down, the sequence.
Right.
I want to do another hexagon cardigan for sure. But I'm not gonna start on that right away.
But I wanted to say to you guys that we ordered some seeds from Baker Creek, and I don't know if it's like because summer's ending that they are the give. I know they give you free seeds if you order so much. They gave us extra free seeds. I mean,
Give you what?
free seeds. Free seeds. If you order so much, they give you free seeds.
Right.
They threw a lot of free seeds in here, including 3 Paul Robeson. I kept saying that.
Oh! Whoa!
3.
This
Paul
Street Nut.
Yes, ma'am. One of them's yours. 3 Paul Robeson. I was looking at my hand. I said, "Did we order? I didn't order no Paul Robeson." But on the back it has FR for free.
Oh,
This is
wow.
Just some of them. Just some.
Wow.
I said, why are you getting rid of the Paul Robeson like that? But I noticed on the
Because
back.
they're not
it
out
says-
there, and they probably know you got a channel and you can give some away.
You
JC
figured it
Jr. said seeds.
out. He woke up in it.
Look, the eyes all big. Paul
It
Robeson.
says, but on the back
Look,
it says
and that's
sale
the
by.
thing right there.
Well, look, the sale by date is 12/31/24.
Oh,
See,
Okay.
see, because I was like,
So
oh,
they didn't get rid of a lot of them.
yeah, they need to get rid of them. They gave that away, and they gave me this Lilanu Sweet Glow watermelon.
okay.
Oh.
What I don't like about them is they don't tell you how many days to harvest. There's no
Right,
Oh.
right.
harvest on there. It's like, so I got to look this up.
Yeah.
Right.
Not even on the internet. You know, so I said, I'm going to try it. It doesn't say the pounds, how big it's supposed to get. I don't think it says that, no. But they gave that as a freebie. Let's see where my other freebies are. They gave us a lot of free seeds. I was like, what's wrong with
Oh,
this?
wow.
So you having a giveaway Tuesday night?
I probably will. I'm sure I will. The basil Genovese,
Yeah.
and let's see what else did they give me. The Thai Holy Capraro.
Huh?
Is that the holy basil?
Yeah, the holy basil. What somebody said they want some holy basil?
I got
I
some.
did.
Did
You want some holy basil?
Did you ever get any?
Did you get
What
some?
is that? It's a no. I had I went and bought a plant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
What is the other one? It's called something else.
Tulsi.
Tulsi. That's what I want. The Tulsi.
That's what. Yeah, that's holy basil. Tulsi.
Same
But I
thing.
thought it was is a different kind. Is it the same thing or is it
There's several of them.
right? But I
I got
wanted
it.
the actual.
I've got
Tulsi.
at least 3 different ones. I don't have them with me because I'm not at the house, but I will go through and see what I got. I'll send you an email.
Okay, because
I
one
got
of
the
them
blue
it
spice.
smells like what is it? Fruit Loops.
Oh, I don't think I have that.
Yeah, it's
You
a
said that was Baker
Tulsi.
Creek? Was it Baker Creek that gave you that, Miss Peachnut?
Yes, But I bought
Baker
the
Creek.
blue. Yeah, Baker Creek. Yeah. The basil blue spice is what I bought. The cinnamon basil.
Uh-huh.
King of the wait. We got a lot of basil here.
That cinnamon smell. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Whoa! What the heck? Whoa!
Something that jumped on her.
Girl! Whoa! Where'd he go? Oh Jesus! Help.
Okay.
She moved fast. Something jumped on her.
What did I miss?
Girl! Woo, where he at? Oh my goodness!
What is it, a cricket or
It
lizard?
was like a big old moth. So
Oh,
I didn't know what it was. He came for the light. See, he came for the light. Where he at? He coming to the light, Carol.
What did I tell y'all about hurting yourself?
Girl, please. All that went out the window. All I thought about was just getting out of here. Well, okay.
I know it had to be a bug the way she jumped.
Yeah. I was like, what in the world?
Homie, don't play that. Nuh-uh. I don't know. That man need to come up here and get whatever it is.
Moths freak me out. Really,
But he
Mike?
just came from somewhere. I'm sitting here minding my business. This is my space. His little tail need to be outside somewhere. I'm an old lady. He scared me, gave me a cardiac arrest. I need some oxygen. Jesus. You can't even have a conversation. No, I don't want to get too close and stuff because I may need to run again. Whew. I'm sorry. Got me
Yeah,
shaking.
Wanda said they gave her stuff she wasn't going to use her plant last year.
See what? My goodness. Yeah, it freaked me out too. But it was big. Did y'all see that thing? It's big. It's big.
Oh, wow.
You can't look the dazzling blue kale, the scarlet.
Who?
Look at that scarlet. Look how pretty that scarlet is. The scarlet kale. I got
Okay.
two bags of that.
Nice.
I got 2 of those. They gave me 2. 2 of them. That's beautiful. You know that's nothing but deliciousness, vitamin, antioxidant, all that good stuff. Because it's dark.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm gonna have a good. I gotta calm down on here. I'm tired now. I gotta hold it.
Shantae, did you get something in the mail this weekend?
Basil Magician Pesto Chango.
Woo! What's that she got now? She got
Oh,
Basil
Lord.
Magician Pesto Chango. Tango. Is that
I
the
harvested
name
a
of
lot of my basil, and I made lemon basil pepper salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was that did the video today on they made a butter?
Ooh.
Who?
Michael Farmer?
Micro Farmer, yeah. I said I got to try that. What kind of
I
butter was it?
didn't see
Basil
that.
butter? Or? Let me see here. Let me go out.
What kind of butter was it?
Garlic
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right
and
now.
garlic and
It wasn't garlic butter. It was micro. Where are you? I would say I am going to have to try that. It was rosemary butter. Rosemary and
rosemary.
garlic. It was rosemary and garlic butter, and it looked so good.
Okay.
Did he make the butter?
Yep, real butter.
Yeah, he made everything. Well,
Oh, nice.
this butter, I
Wow.
know he made this butter.
Hmm?
I was listening to it. I didn't watch it. I was in the kitchen cooking, and I heard him. This butter, he could have made it.
He
No,
said he made.
no. He used Kerrygold pure Irish butter, which is some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Kerrygold.
use Irish butter. I love Irish butter.
I've been using that since the 1980s, before they even sold it over here. I used to get it from down in St. Thomas. Yeah, I used to go to the dairy farm down there and get it and bring it back to the U.S. Yeah. So that's what he used. He used the Irish butter. So he didn't make the butter.
So what is Irish butter?
It's good.
That's that good butter.
It's good.
That's that
Yeah,
real stuff.
that's that real good butter.
It's good.
Real butter. It's not margarine. It's real.
No, it's
Irish
butter. It's butter. It's just I don't know.
Kerrygold
I don't
is
know.
good.
I don't know how they make it so much better, but it is.
It's done freshly made.
higher
The
fat
cows
butter.
ain't got all the chemicals and biotics or whatever that stuff. And what do you call it? What is that they shoot them cows up with?
I don't know. All I know is Kerrygold butter
Oh,
and
I
Irish
see
butter.
how he's
There's
doing it.
other brands. Kerrygold is one brand, but there's other brands of Irish butter, and I use Irish butter. It's good.
Yeah, I see how he's doing. He makes it real plain.
You can get it at
Carries at Publix,
Publix and
the grocery stores, most of them.
yeah, most of the grocery stores have it now.
The
Would it be good for making
antibiotics.
cake?
Huh?
Oh yeah,
It's very good for cake.
Oh yes.
yes,
Yeah, a whole lot of people that bake use that.
yeah.
I'm watching him right now. The video is not a long video. It's only 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
I wanted to say expensive real butter.
It is expensive, but it's worth
You
it to
get
me.
what you pay
Yeah,
for.
you gonna
Yeah,
pay for that.
You get butter from the duck on that one. Uh-huh. You guys, there's
It's better
some
than
school
Land O'Lakes.
closing for Tuesday. So just so you know, if you're in the area where the storm is supposed to come through, just
Say
check
what?
School closing on Tuesday due to the storm. So
Oh.
just check your area and make sure that you're not affected. For those of you who have children in school.
But we have most of our area, all the city buildings, trash, everything is closed tomorrow.
Yeah,
No pickup.
yeah. I just saw
Into
the.
Tuesday. We have tornado warnings into Tuesday.
Well, it said on
And
here
flooding.
into Thursday. They're gonna keep things closed down to Thursday.
That's because she's closer than you are.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Yeah,
gonna get-
because it's supposed to actually go probably pass us like tomorrow into Tuesday.
I'm gonna be praying for y'all. I don't want y'all to get what we had. Y'all
Yeah.
don't need to go through that.
I'm
They-
saying I don't want it either.
Well, considering that a lot of us who have watched our friends, our gardening friends, and our crocheting friends go through what they've gone through, we can learn from that and know that we need to make sure we are prepared. And
Mhm.
maybe we can have that conversation about what you guys think about what you went through and what you would have done differently uh, had you been. Do you think you could have been better prepared? I mean, and what would you suggest to other people to do that probably are facing it right now?
I don't know. We go through every year. We go through the packing and the, being prepared to go. So it's like you always have stuff ready, just in
Mhm.
case.
Just in case
Because
you have to
my
leave.
area was a really bad flood zone area, and we close to the river.
I was gonna say you're
Mm.
close to a body of water, so that's
Why
gonna be a
didn't
Yeah.
you
test.
just pull out?
Well, usually I do until my kids got grown and all of them left. So now, actually, we haven't really had a bad one in the last maybe 3 years.
Okay.
So we really didn't have to move or go anywhere. But
So
all the
Chris,
other times when it was really bad, I always left.
yes, Chris. Due to the animal diet, their diet is a lot better than our animals over here. Yes, and also you said it has higher beta carotene levels in Irish butter, which gives it its yellow color. So those are some good fats that you brought about, uh, which makes it a very good butter to buy. You just don't waste it though when you buy it.
I only buy butter when I'm gonna bake a cake.
I eat butter every day.
I keep it on hand. I keep some
I
soft and
don't.
some in the refrigerator and some in the freezer.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
I don't really use it for nothing.
Woo, girl, I
Mm.
love me some butter.
I'm always using butter.
I
Mm.
use butter every day.
Butter in everything.
Collard greens and vegetables. Just put a
Yeah.
little dollop in some collard, some vegetables. It makes it so much better.
Mm. Yeah, I need to go and drop my seeds.
What
Quit
seeds are you
playing.
dropping?
But it's so hot.
You better get them done.
Well, what I was gonna do is drop them in the bed and then turn around and put that white cover over it. But I need to go on and put this thing together. I have something I can just keep it covered till it's ready.
One thing I didn't get this year was the black cherry tomato. I'm gonna drop this one tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, it's gonna be the jam.
Now
I
I
mean,
did the what was it? The dang I the Lord thought. Baker Creek had one. It was like the purple, but it was like a cherry midnight. Was it the
Galaxy.
yeah, Midnight Galaxy. I
have you?
planted that one.
So
I
when
didn't
did you
get none of
plant it?
that.
Huh?
When did you plant it?
Oh, about back in February maybe.
No, I don't think she
Mhm.
did, Serena.
What's that?
She was asking Miss Peachnut, did she say something about sending her some watermelon?
No,
I didn't hear that conversation.
I ain't
that's
seen nothing
funny.
about no watermelon.
No, I ain't hear that conversation either.
Nope, me neither.
That's why I was like, no, she ain't say that. I know she ain't say
If
that.
I sent it to you, you would have to show me how you planting it. Do a video. Be moved or something else.
Shit, even D Moo had to laugh at that one.
Nope, nope, nope. Not saying anything about that. No. Sorry. So you said you just planted it, Duval?
No, ma'am. I planted
No.
back in February. I already done harvested them all now.
Oh, okay.
They weren't really that good. I mean,
She said
I
she
didn't
hard
really.
of hearing, so she misheard that.
Mm.
Hmm. Interesting.
They small too. I was looking for a big size tomato, but they small.
They blew it up on the front of the cover. They made it look like you were getting something. They really blew that tomato up. And
Yeah, I
they
thought I was
were
getting
saying,
a big tomato.
they said that you could only get it online. When I went online to look for it the other day when I was ordering this, I couldn't find it. But they really put the marketing touch on that one. So I'm glad to hear that you're saying that it ain't all that in the bag of chips.
Yeah, but when
I
it
didn't care
was,
for it.
they had it on. Wasn't that the one that they had on the cover
Yeah,
of
on the
their
cover.
thing? And they
Mhm.
talked about it, and then it was like not going to be available.
Right.
No, that's not the one.
Oh, it's a different one.
Yeah, I'm not. What was that called? Was it purple something?
Cosmic Galaxy.
Galaxy. Yeah.
Call it Cosmic something. I don't
Now it
remember.
was one that they stopped selling, but
I think the Cosmic Galaxy is new.
Oh yeah.
I think it's new. They have it on the front, and I mean, they said that you could order it online, and I went online and it was not available. I didn't
Somebody got it. Somebody was it GT Junior got it? Somebody got it, but it was like only a few people got it,
right.
Yeah.
whichever one it was, but they really hyped it up, and then it
Mhm.
wasn't available. And it's like, you know what?
But I got the other one. I can't remember it was. I thought it was midnight. I can't remember what it was.
A midnight
Queen of the
snack or something
Night.
like that. Queen of the Night.
It was
Okay.
called Queen of the Night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you did grow
But
that.
I didn't really. The taste wasn't really that good,
All
and I
right,
didn't like the
GT.
size.
D Moon say, Mona, you up there fighting that sleep and yawning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm fighting real hard. I'm about to cut it off because
Well, you
I
at
did
2:05,
eat
so you done your 2
that
hours.
that banana shake and it is kicking me.
Okay.
It's kicking me. Huh?
Thank
I
you,
said
Yolanda.
okay.
Thank you so much, and keep us posted, darling.
Who was
Bye,
that?
GT.
Bye, GT.
Bye,
We'll see you
GT.
soon.
Bye, GT.
We
I
getting
think
ready to
I'm gonna
leave
shut
because
it
Mona
down.
needs to go and shut it
Please.
down.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
one that was GMO, that purple tomato, the midnight, the galaxy or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we gonna
Okay.
finish this conversation tomorrow on Miss Felicia channel at 11. Oh, well,
I'll
look,
try to
maybe
be
not
here.
on her channel. It will be on mine if she don't show up. So
If I
Okay.
don't
we
show
gonna
up,
go
y'all,
anyway. We
What?
gonna
If
be
I
live
can't do
tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to show up tomorrow, but
Have no-
I don't have internet at home, and I don't know that I'll be able
Yeah.
to. So
Okay.
the
Okay.
plan is to be on.
Okay.
We'll look
Okay.
forward to seeing you. There she go. I see you guys in the garden. I'm gonna say it real quick. 'Cause I know I
Trying
get
to hurry up, get that.
ooh, well, City Girl Gardner.
get mine in.
Yeah, there she
Nice
goes.
house.
I'm trying to see what she gotta say.
You ain't got no snow music.
I be trying to be nice and everything, but hey, I gotta get it in.
You not getting
Hurry up,
this more
Lisa.
instant
La, la, la,
music.
la. What
We
you
want
Mona.
some
say?
exit music. We want some music.
We ain't getting no exit music tonight, Mona.
You
Come
want some
on.
exit music?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They want
give
some
some.
exit music. They want the exit music. You know, I didn't get to turn it on when I started out. So
Y'all got
let's
trigger
see.
fingers up there. I have to watch you. Them two at the top.
Let's see.
We
Where
got
is
to
that?
dance our way out of here. Bye, Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Bye, Mike. Bye, Elwanda.
Good night. God desire for me. Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness. Serena.
Takes patience to be in the garden.